Let's turn our focus now to the performance of smaller municipalities and their struggles to provide basic services to semi-urban and rural communities, particularly in the Free State. Now, some key services have ground to a halt due to water shortages in the Reddersburg area, and that's where we find Newzroom Afrika's Ziniko Mhlaba. Ziniko, what is the historic sort of track record of this particular smaller municipality insofar as the rendering of services is concerned?
Good afternoon once again, Michelle. Well, the track record of this particular municipality is quite positive, especially if you look at when this current administration took over after the local government elections in 2021. And of course, as we've seen and as we spoke to the mayor earlier on, just explaining to us the condition that this municipality was in, especially when it comes to issues of finance and accountability, and also ensuring that the funds are spent towards the basic services such as water. Well, we just decided now to walk into the community itself. That's where we saw a lot of school-going children roaming out, out of schools and just walking back home. And of course, when we asked them why they're not at school, they did mention the fact that it's because there is no water in school currently, but also the health facility behind me, Michelle, is also struggling with having running water on daily basis. So that's one of the major challenges that some of these municipalities are faced with. But I'm going to be bringing in Mr. Thabo Josana, who's a resident here, and who's a resident of this particular community, Reddersburg, so that he gives us a first-hand experience of the challenges which are faced by these smaller communities under these smaller municipalities. Thabo Josana, thank you very much, sir, for your time. Talk to us about the challenges that you are faced with as residents who are under smaller municipalities in terms of the basic things that you struggle with as residents on the ground.
Presently now we have got a very serious challenge of water. I think today is the 7th or 8th day that we are struggling to get water, and it's impacting negatively to schools, clinics, and so on. So the intervention of Bloom Water takes time. I think they intervene with the truck only after 6 days. I mean, people are struggling a lot on that matter. Yeah. So we really need that our politicians should intervene immediately so that people cannot struggle with the water. As water is a basic need for everyone, that he or she must drink it every day.
Yeah. The water issue is very serious because I'm looking at the clinic here. There's a police station just 500 meters away from the clinic, but there are also schools. So how have these institutions been coping, as you are saying that it can take as long as 6 days before water tanks are brought in?
Yes, it had a negative impact at the clinic. The patient have to run around to the neighboring to get toilets, because the clinic toilets are presently closed because we don't have any water at the clinic. We all know that what will be happening in the toilets if we don't have water. The same applies to the police station, because I think we see almost 80 to 90 patients and they have to run around looking for water. So it's a little bit a challenge.
So where are they getting this water? Are they asked maybe or advised to go outside the facility to seek water services?
Yes, we advise patients to go outside and ask the neighboring community to assist them with water, if there is any, because people are getting some little water from people who are having other means to get water. So they will then get them from them and assist them. We also, as a clinic, have some 20-25 liters of water, and it's just little that we cannot assist everyone.
Okay, so if now the Premier is listening, or the MEC of Cogda or Health is listening, what would you say to them in terms of the plight of you guys as residents, but also these institutions that are playing a very important role in this community?
Firstly, they have to increase the tanks of water here, as they are saying that there is a pipe that has busted. Secondly, we need a permanent solution on the issue of water, because the issue of water is being with us for some time. We need a permanent solution on this issue of water. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. That's Thabo Josana, who is an active but also a resident here at Reddersburg, just giving us a sense of the reality of these municipalities who do not have sufficient funds to support or provide some of these basic services. But a worrying concern there, Michelle, he says that patients in this particular health facility are advised at times to go to neighboring, households so that they can seek sanitation services, but also to get water. So that's the latest from us here. We'll try to move to another small town to get a sense of how their services are doing.